Welcome back, folks, to a brand new video. So you've already seen in the last video some amazing castles in France. Now it's time for some of the best castles in Europe, and I've selected just a few. So here are some of the finest castles in Europe. You might be a little bit surprised by this selection. Let's do it. Now, before you even watch this video, don't forget to hit that like button, obviously for the YouTube algorithm. Number 1, Neuschwanstein Castle. So we're starting with one of the most famous castles in Europe. This castle is actually one of the most visited castles in Germany, and one of the most popular tourist destinations in Europe. The castle is located in Bavaria, near the town of Füssen. It was built by King Ludwig II of Bavaria, also known as the Fairy Tale King. And the castle's positioning is also a fairy tale one. So if you come to visit this castle, you will be amazed by the extremely beautiful landscape that surrounds it. Number 2, Alcázar of Segovia. The fairy tale good looks of the Alcázar de Segovia have made it to Spain's most famous castle. It's also rumoured that this fortress alone was the inspiration behind Cinderella's castle in Walt Disney World. Who knows? Number 3, Burg Eltz. Germany can overwhelm you with too many castles in too little time. Burg Eltz is actually one of my favourite castles in all of Europe. Lurking in a mysterious forest just above the Moselle River, its history is a wealth of myths and events, famous personalities and great art. But thanks to very smart diplomacy and clever marriages, Burg Eltz was never destroyed, and it's been in the Eltz family for 850 years. Number 4, Malbork. Most probably you didn't know it, but Poland is a land of castles. In fact, castles of Poland are some of the most impressive in all of Europe, and several of them are really important. A great example, Malbork Castle. Malbork Castle is considered to be the largest brick fortress in the world, measured by land area. But in the 13th century, it's the castle of the Teutonic Order and a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It's an impressive edifice built from red brick, consisting of 3 parts: the lower castle, the middle castle, and the high castle. Now, as the castle is really huge, prepare yourself to spend most of the day there. So sit back and relax and enjoy. Number 5, Bojica Castle. This castle is easily one of the most visited and most beautiful castles not only in Slovakia, but also in Central Europe. It is a Romanesque castle, with some original Gothic and Renaissance elements built in the 12th century. Vojinica Castle belongs to the oldest and the most important monuments in Slovakia, and it stands on a travertined hill overlooking the town. So if you want to escape Bratislava, now you know where to go. Wawel. This castle is undoubtedly one of the most important historical sites in the whole of Poland. When Kraków was the capital of Poland, the Wawel royal castle was where the Polish kings resided, 1333 to 1795. It was also built on Wawel Hill, and Wawel Cathedral was the place of the coronation of no fewer than 36 Polish kings and queens. But nowadays the castle forms a UNESCO World Heritage Site and serves as a museum of royal chambers and the national crown jewels. But of course, epic views. Number 7. Bran Castle, Romania. Now if you've ever read Bram Stoker's Dracula or seen the 50,000 movies, then this is one for you. Bran Castle was built in 1388. It is located at the border between Wallachia and Transylvania and is commonly nicknamed Dracula's Castle due to its connection with the Dracula legend. At the very least, we can safely say that Bram Stoker's novel, Dracula, took inspiration from Bran Castle. As Count Dracula's home in the story closely fits the castle's description. This is definitely one to visit. Number 8. Hohenzollern Castle. This Hogwarts lookalike is the former ancestral seat of Prussian royalty, set 234 meters above valley on top of Berg Hohenzollern, a sprawling fortress 35 miles south of Stuttgart. Over 10 centuries, it's hosted some serious celebrities that have left their mark. Some of Frederick the Great's belongings in the museum, as well as a letter from George Washington thanking one of the castle's former owners. Over 300,000 tourists visit Hohenzollern each year, and it hosts open-air cinemas and Shakespeare productions to keep its visitors entertained. Number 9. Die Haag. Number 11. Ravadanivo Castle. This castle is probably the only castle in Europe constructed by one man only. This spectacular attraction, which is situated just a couple of kilometers from Sozopol. All around the castle grounds you will find flower gardens and landscape lawns, as well as a variety of statues, small bridges, fountains and ponds. Now this castle is best visited in the summer months, when the castle walls are overgrown with ivy and the gardens are full in bloom. Another one for the Instagrammers and their ball gown dresses. Number 12. Wałbrzych Castle. You're about to hear some wonderful Polish. My pronunciation alone should make you want to hit that like button. Zamek Śląsk is located just outside of Wałbrzych and is the third largest castle in Poland. Now, the original castle was built in the 13th century and protected the trade routes from Silesia to Bohemia. It changed hands many times over and underwent two major reconstructions. Its location on a vast rocky hilltop overlooking the woodland area that surrounds it makes a huge impression. This is an epic day trip from Wrocław, and a top tip would be to stay at the Castle Hotel. Not as expensive as you may think. And let me tell you, two of the most difficult Polish words that I have ever pronounced. Next up, we go to Austria. Hohenwürfen Castle. A refreshing experience awaits you at the 900-year-old fortress in the region south of Salzburg. A former defensive bastion, it is situated high above the Zalsach River, offering exciting experiences for visitors in search of adventure. Now, this castle presents itself as an adventure castle, with many attractions including concerts, theatre evenings and castle festivals. And I heard that they do daily falconry. Now, who doesn't want to see that? Number 14. Karlstein Castle. This castle is a stunning citadel located around 30 kilometers south of Prague. The construction of this impressive piece of Gothic architecture started under the reign of the Czech king and the Holy Emperor Charles in 1348. Now, this is one of the most exceptional castles, and hence one of the most visited in the Czech Republic. Now, we all know how busy Prague is, so this UNESCO World Heritage Site also attracts huge crowds to admire it. But if you do want to escape the city of Prague, now you know where to go. And lastly, Frederiksborg Castle in Denmark. This castle is beautifully situated on three small islands in the castle lake in Hillerød. Within the castle walls there are major cultural attractions. This for the whole family. While the highly picturesque setting is perfect for beautiful walks in the garden, an English garden style, and boat trips. The castle was built by King Christian IV in the early decades of the 17th century, and it is the largest Renaissance complex in the Nordic region. To this day, Danish kings and queens are anointed in the chapel at Frederiksborg Castle. Now the best thing about this castle is that there is a path around the lake to take in a different angle of the venue. Now this small pier is an ideal place to get a panoramic view of the grounds. So let's see if you can find it. And there you have it, folks. 15 of the most fairy tale castles in Europe. As always, be good, be kind, and be careful. Peace.